Hello, everyone. It's Super Saturday. Welcome to Super Saturday. I'm your host, Gen X Man. Today, we will be reviewing one of my current favorite reads. There's two of them that I absolutely like. Every time I go to my local comic shop, Asylum Comics here in Marietta, Ohio, I absolutely have to get the new episodes just as soon as I possibly can because I love it. Absolute Wonder Woman. This is by Kelly Thompson, Hayden Sherman, Jordi Belair. What am I? I'm 5 episodes in, 5 issues in so far, and every single issue I am just thoroughly enjoying. And I tell you why. I have had, there are many DC characters that I have had a love relationship with for a long, long time. Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, the Trinity, you know, many others. And the one thing was that Superman got a lot of filling out. Batman got a lot of filling out. Looking at you, Frank Miller. But Wonder Woman yeah, if you look online, there's a lot of debate say this is the definitive Wonder Woman. This is the definitive Wonder Woman. And I've picked up several. They haven't resonated with me for one reason or another. And Wonder Woman herself, Diana always seemed a little, oh gosh, I'm trying to think of a better word than wishy-washy. Just not I mean, obviously, I didn't read the comic from back in when was she around like 40s or something like that. The where the original writer was writing it, and it had strong BDSM overtones. I hope I can say that on YouTube. Um, but no, I didn't. I wasn't around for that run, but I heard it was wild and fun. And then they cleaned her up and kind of made her, for lack of a better word, generic. She was, yeah, and it wasn't till the Wonder Woman movie with Gal Gadot that I really rediscovered the character and absolutely loved that movie. And a little tangent on that was that movie, I ate my foot big time. When I heard they had cast Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman, I was like, no way, no, no, it's not going to work. She's too short, she's too tiny, she's too mousy, it doesn't work, da 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 da. Some of those criticisms may still be valid in some context, but the important thing was that Gal Gadot captured the essence of the character, made me care about the character. Like as I'm watching the movie, I'm instantly getting her character. Like, oh, she's very knowledgeable but naive. She's very hopeful but vulnerable. She's very strong, but et cetera, et cetera. And it was just such a joy. That movie was just such a joy to watch how she might approach things. Because obviously, guy, I approach things very differently. Just ask my wife. There was an incident with a couch that we were trying to get into the house, and I was convinced if I just shoved harder, that it would magically get through that narrow doorway. And she pointed out, just twist it to the left, and oh, hey, there it went in finally. So there's just different viewpoints come at problems in different ways and find different solutions. And they're complementary often enough. And it was very interesting and satisfying seeing a superhero come at the same age-old problems in a different way and handling them in a different but similar way, and in no way less heroic, and in no way less epic and awesome and just like, yeah, this is good stuff. It's a really good movie. You should definitely, if you haven't watched it, go watch the freaking movie. It's really good. But that was pretty much it as far as and I really wanted more Wonder Woman, but I just every graphic novel, every comic I'd pick up, every adaptation, every cartoon, etc. I was like, I'm just not getting it. It's just not working for me. It's not working for me. And then I started picking up this, and I was like, this right here, this is it. This is Diana of hell, the last Amazon. It's everything about this comic. Hey, yeah, spoilers. FYI. I mean, you've been watching this channel long enough, you probably know there's going to be spoilers. But This character in every representation, I was thrilled. I was engaged. It got hooks in me. The fact that she was Diana of Themyscira was always represented that her power came from a magical origin, a divine origin. But it was always, it, again, I can't find a better word than generic. And then they tried to work in the Zeus thing, and I'm like, well, yeah, she's daughter of Zeus. I understand thunderbolts and lightning, very, very frightening. Yeah, it's a little joke, but it didn't grab me like this does. This freaking grabs me. Raised in hell, taught by an ancient, ultra powerful sorceress, banished to the wild island, and surrounded by the rivers of death, and learning all this magic, and that it's not sanitized magic. It's represented. They don't wallow in the gore per se. They don't wallow in the cost that magic takes, but at the same time, they represent it accurately and completely. At just it's really the magic system in this is just it's perfect. And to see, I mean, that's just the central theme of this comic is Diana's willingness to sacrifice herself for not just the greater good, but the good in all of us. And that I feel is the absolute essence of Wonder Woman and many heroes is that they bring out the best sides of us. They inspire. They make us aspire to be better, to see the best parts of ourselves and want to be that and be like, yeah, 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 like that. And this Diana is just so embedded in that. And that's the entire defining element for me in these first 5 issues, and I'm assuming beyond. I hope they keep this creative team. They're just killing it, and the nature of her abilities and her items, her artifacts, and her allies, Pegasus and so on. I tell you, the supporting characters when they showed up a little bit here and there, I was just sitting there like, I don't care about these people. Let's get back to Diana. And that I feel is a hallmark of a great character, is that you just absolutely cannot wait to see more of this character. It's like, give me more, give me more, give me more. And they just now recently covered the lasso and the nature of it, and she's got this gigantic freaking Final Fantasy sword. It's hilarious. I haven't been much into anime. I've gotten into a few here and there over the years. Ghost in the Shell, Cowboy Bebop, Black Lagoon, that kind of thing. But to see this gigantic anime sword, for lack of a better description, and for it to work so well. And that's the thing. They represent Diana as being very strong without it being unearned. Like, you see her, she towers over everybody, guys and girls alike. She's huge. And you're like, oh yeah, I can totally see that she's a very physically powerful woman. She's also just so kind spirited and generous and charismatic. She knows just what to say to get people to help out, to get to bring the better parts of themselves out, so that not only they can help her, but they help themselves and help everyone around them. Every issue pounds that home without getting repetitive, without getting annoying about it. It's definitely, there's no preachiness, there's no agenda. It's just really great writing, fantastic writing, and the art. This is a very unique style. I can't. Now, I'm not the most, I don't know every comic that was ever published in all existence, but I don't remember seeing this particular style too much out in the wide world. It's almost kind of has elements of like a storybook, storybook kind of art, but much more developed and much more dynamic and epic. And her character design is just absolutely fascinating. How she's got all the reds and such, and she's got tattoos, and which, as a scholar of the ancient Amazons from back in the day, yeah, they were hardcore into tattooing. So that would definitely be an element to bring forward and kind of give a nod to and say, oh, yeah, 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 kind of a nod to our own Amazons from back in the day, Black Sea writing women, that kind of thing. But the epic scope of this comic book, I can't oversell. It's amazing. Just she just keeps fighting kaiju after kaiju, swarms, big ones, bigger ones. It's just like it's an invasion, and I love the most recent episode where the fighters come in, they launch some missiles, they're trying to help out. It's just getting in the way and causing problems. And she flies up next to him. She's like, please don't do that again. And she's so nice about it. So sincerely nice. And the guy's just like, okay. There's a flying woman outside my cockpit asking me not to shoot my missiles. All right. It's a joy to read. This comic is an absolute joy to read. I am hooked. Um, and this is isn't this one of the cheaper ones? How much is this book? Oh, no, it's $5 one. Yep, standard comic book price these days, $5. Yeah, it is what it is. And I can't gripe too much. It's Tangent. I can't gripe too much about it because they do print these things on this really nice cardstock. Here's some art for you guys too. You know, just a little sample. But this really shiny, sleek, nice paper. It's just like, ooh, so nice. I grew up in the 80s, man. I'm used to newspaper print. If this was on newspaper print, I don't know that I would care. But I understand modern audience, you know, they demand a little bit more, especially if you're dropping $5 on these things. They better be tip top. But I'm just saying, I feel like that's an undiscovered market that they could print cheaper versions on newspaper print. You know, go back to the old ways and just be like, you know, hey, it's lesser quality, but we'll only charge $2, something like that. Be like, okay, cool. Yeah, give me the cheap one. It's fine. But I understand, you know, I mean, people collect this stuff, you know, they demand a certain level of quality as they have a right to. But yeah, I wanted to get the word out. Absolute Wonder Woman. And the premise, yeah, that's another point. The premise of this is that it's a dark side universe and everything's darker and more depressing and such. And this is hilarious because I feel like this Diana is even more hopeful and good spirited and positive and devoted to making things better than her normal universe ones. I mean, maybe that's a byproduct of being the entire universe having even more oppressive universal aura of keeping everybody down and making them a little edgier and such. Batman. Or, you know, maybe it's just good writing. It could be. But I love this representation of Diana. I can't get enough of it. I think it's she got her little bag of tricks and such, and riding around on flaming undead Pegasus and all stuff. I just it's so much fun. This comic is so much. Definitely go out, give it a shot. At least buy the first episode and see if it's for you. First issue. Try the first issue. See if it's for you. I definitely give it a shot. But that's all I got for today here on Super Saturday. I wanted to get the video out in your guys' hands just as soon as possible because we're running a little late on the week. And again, if you can get out and get some fresh air and get some sunlight, definitely do so. Get yourself a copy of Absolute Wonder Woman issue number 1 and take care, y'all. I'll see you in another video. Bye now.